Good morning. Today we're out at the McCloud Nature Park, walking around, see if we can find some compositions. Here a little later than normal. The sun's already up. There was some nice color this morning, but of course I missed it. It was gone pretty quickly and I wasn't able to capture any of it. I didn't get here quick enough to be able to do that. Sometimes that happens. All right, so today we're going to walk around, find a couple of compositions, share something. If we come up with something, we'll share it. But main purpose here today is talk about video cameras. I'm not sure. I'm beginning to think maybe it's time I come up with I get something new to shoot my videos with. So thought I'd talk about it. See what give you an opportunity to comment down below to let me know if what you think. So I'm gonna walk around here and find a couple images, take a couple images, and then we'll talk a little bit about video cameras. So stay tuned. So this morning, without a lot of color, not really a lot of things inspiring for whatever reason. I have got the sun coming up here over my shoulder, nice golden light coming through the trees. So I have been, shooting some sun stars and things with a couple little foreground elements to see what I got. Basically shooting anything from F10 or excuse me F11 up to what were we, probably F18 as we're trying to get sun stars. F16, F18, you need to be in that range typically to get a decent definition on a sun star as it comes through the trees. So took some of those images. If anything turns out, I'll put them in right here. Talk about video cameras. All right, ever since I started this channel, all right, I've been using different things to shoot video. I started with my iPhone. At that time it was an iPhone 8. Today I have an iPhone 12, which I really don't use much for video anymore. I haven't used it really in a year. All right, but I've done that. All right, and it started with that, and anybody can start with that. I also then purchased this, which is a GoPro Hero 9, and I've been using it ever since. Almost 2 years now I've been using this. All right, and then I wasn't really comfortable and didn't really like all this, especially in low light, because it's not the greatest on low light. So I picked up this, right, which is a DJI Pocket 2, which is great from a stabilization standpoint, but again, in low light it's not really good. I mean, if you look at my last video that I shot, all right, not this one, but the one before, early in the morning when I was out at the Narrows Covered Bridge, I mean, I was using this, all right, and, it's a little grainy. It just doesn't work well in low light. All right, the other thing I've used was my Canon RP, which I've since gotten rid of. You couldn't really shoot 4K in it, and I really want to shoot 4K. All right, and then what I'm using here, all right now is a Canon R5, all right, which I've used it. But as you know, in other videos I put in, I've had trouble with it as well, not doing well from a video standpoint. So been kind of a hit or miss with all of them. Haven't really been happy with anything. And then you get into the news today, and I mean, yesterday I spent half the day watching, videos on the Canon, or excuse me, the Nikon Z8 that's coming out, and people demonstrating its capabilities. And of course, as the Canon R6 Mark II is out. The Canon R8 was just released. The Canon R50 was just released. All right, and there's talk about a new Canon R5 Mark II as well coming out. So it's like, do I really need, are these capable, or are these good enough for what I need, or do I need to upgrade to something else? And I'm not really sure. I mean, I really struggle with it, because there's things I love about each one of these things I hate. I mean, this is pretty flexible, and with this lovely little thing I've got it sitting down. I think they call it the mod or something like that. You can like adapt a light to it, which I've used that in morning situations. It has a microphone built into it, but yet you can also set up and use this mic with it as well. You know, it's really nice. It's got good image stabilization and a pretty good image when there's decent light. Now this morning during doing this video, I've used all three. All right, so this video was made using all three cameras, where typically I'll use one, all right, and not switch around. I've done it a couple times, but normally I don't. Never have I used more than two. Here I've used three for this morning, so you can kind of get a feel for it. Right, what it looks like. But I'm really interested in your opinions. You know, is the quality of my videos from a camera standpoint good enough? All right, or should I be looking to upgrade to something else? I mean, I've looked at the new R50, I've looked at the R10, thinking maybe a crop sensor would be a little bit better than these. All right, and still be small and light enough and be portable enough to be able to want to carry it around, hand hold it, do different things with it. You know, to to try to get a little bit better video. So I'm not really sure. All I know is I kind of got the urge to do something, and just not sure what the right answer is. So I'd love to know what you think. So put some comments down below and tell me what you think. Now I'm going to end the video here, but I do want to throw in a couple things. You know, just before I started this video, literally right here behind me, you know, a deer came out and went across the creek, you know, up into the woods, and I'm sitting here setting up for a video instead of having my camera out. Typical morning for me. You know, also while I was walking around, you know, looking for compositions, I've got my wide angle lens on. What do? I spook up two deer and they go running off into the woods. Typical morning for me. I would have really liked to been able to got some images of that, but I didn't do that. This is a really nice place. You know, if you're ever out here in western Indiana, you know, near North Salem, McCloud Nature Park, I mean, my God, 238 acres. I think it's 238 acres, about 6.5 miles of hiking trails, a lot of woods, Big Walnut Creek, which you see here running right next to us, along with a couple other smaller creeks that run through here. I mean, this is a really nice place with just a lot of potential. I don't think spend enough time here to really find every potential composition or even great compositions. I'm sure that if I spent more time here, I'd do a much better job. But I'm going to keep coming out here and keep trying to find better compositions, trying to find better light, which I missed a lot of the good light this morning. All right, but you know, that's what happens some days. All right. You don't always have the best luck, but that's why we get out and try these things. All right, so again, leave your comments down below. What do you think about video cameras? Should I be looking to upgrade? If so, what should it be? All right, and until we see you again, stay safe.